Bogard is back. Bogard is better than ever. Bogard is hanging out in the Isle of Balfiera in the town of Blackhead, where we are going to return to Direnni Tower and continue our quest. If you were here for the live stream, you saw, or if you watched the VOD, you saw that we infiltrated Direnni Tower and spoke with Medora Direnni, the court sorceress in Daggerfall, who suspect that there is a romantic union between her and King Lysandus, and one way or another she became cursed and is now imprisoned in Direnni Tower. Because of this, she implored us to go to the dungeon called Shedungent, or Shedungent, I don't know, where Nulfaga, Lysandus' mother, lives. There we recovered the horn of a unicorn, or like a great horn or something like that. And we now have to return to Direnni and brave the depths of Direnni Tower at least one more time. I think there are actually a couple more dungeon dives here that will take us there. One thing I want to acknowledge is I'm not doing a live stream right now. I'm just chilling as I normally would. I thought my stomach was rumbling, but okay. Just doing a recorded session like I normally would in the past. The past couple of weeks, I've been waiting for the right opportunity to do another live stream, and then things do not line up correctly, and it doesn't happen. And I'm tired of waiting. I want to play Daggerfall. I want to upload. I want to, chat again. And I'm worried that also doing some Bogard episodes on a live stream and doing it some pre-recorded creates some incongruity about the viewing experience. So I think our last episode will be kind of an anomaly. The only one where I have a live stream going, and that the rest will be business as usual. If I have time to live stream again, I really would like to, but we'll do something else, like make a new character or play my Morrowind character or something like that. Okay, on the VOD whenever I was streaming I should say, I was self-conscious a bit about the whole, we're gonna travel over the land and, spend a lot of the viewer time without the ability to skip past it if nothing happens, so we're gonna take advantage of the fact that we are recording this and, travel the long way. We are not the hunter, but the hunted. We tried to get some food, but it ended up with a dragonling coming after us. We re-upped on arrows, I think, right? Yeah. So about the Direnni Tower arc, most people who are not playing Daggerfall to an Ironman capacity will they'll set their anchor outside of Direnni Tower or outside of her chamber, so that you don't have to continually do what I'm doing here and go across the whole dungeon. Let's do a restore, or what was it called? Resist frost potion. Yeah, because you have to go back to Direnni Tower repeatedly throughout the main quest, and it can be quite tedious. I should say, I can understand how that would be quite tedious for some people. I don't want to do that because there are a lot of vampires and ancient vampires in that dungeon. If they hit us with a sleep spell, we need to be able to recall to an area that is within city limits, basically, in order to not lose our character. This puts on us the burden and the opportunity of going through Direnni Tower multiple times. That's really the only way to do it safely, unless you are just 100% certain that you know how to not get hit by the sleep spell. I think I'm pretty good. I don't think Bogard has been hit by it once. At least he's passed the die roll every time he has been hit, if nothing else. But I'm not going to be foolish enough to assume, this far into the game, that I'm not going to make any mistakes. One time in a Discord chat, somebody posted oh, it sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, it could be a skill issue, but I also don't want to waste all my time with this character. I want to succeed with the character and that sort of thing. The cold is seeping into my bones still. Do we need a second cloak, and do I have a second cloak? Here it goes. And part of the fun of playing Ironman characters, regardless of the whole skill issue thing, is it's just a blast to to try to overcome the insurmountable odds, and that we do that through preparation, largely through preparation. We're gonna see distant animal calls get our attention. We need to find some animals to kill to get enough food to get there safely. Our stamina is dropping due to the cold temperature and stuff, but I still don't see any of the animals. They must have gone to bother somebody else. No? I can still feel the cold seeping into my bones. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a mountain lion. That will give us... That's just what the doctor ordered. You know, it's actually kind of... Okay. About to say it's kind of hard to hit this thing. It'd be safer to get down and fist fight the mountain lion, because that's just the kind of man that Bogard is. It's much easier to fist fight mountain lions than to shoot it with an arrow for a guy of Bogard's character. Oh, dang it. I packed it up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cook some moldy raw meat. And the smelly raw meat. Let's go ahead and eat the smelly meat. Okay, let's rest. Okay, mercantile and archery have improved, that's cool. Teeth are chattering uncontrollably. I guess it's just gonna be hard to travel during the winter at all. Okay, yeah, it's 11 p.m. Let's bring our horse a little bit closer to the fire. Oh, yeah. Goldheart Mountaintop is our new horse, everyone. We, whenever we teleported away from Dungeon, we left the Queen of Cannon Jars out there to find her way home, so I really hope she makes it home at a reasonable time. We unfortunately could not... I feared the time limit too much. To bring her with us, so we went by and did some shopping. I got rid of a lot of our loot and got a lot of potions. Oddly enough, the only healing potion that I could find for the most part was just a bunch of potions of purification, which is just it's unfortunate because they're like the best healing potion in the game. You know, it heals poison, heals disease, heals your health fully, but it's inefficient from an economic perspective. Sounds like a weird conversation to have in an RPG like this, but that's how it is. I was draining my treasury like you wouldn't believe, buying up all these potions of purification. But what am I gonna do? Like, not have some healing to go fight all these liches and stuff? Okay, we're gonna eat the meat and head on our way. Okay, hey. Cold is seeping into our bones again. Do we have some longer pants? Here's some boots that are more suited, I think. Do we have both cloaks on here? I think so. And we will go ahead and find another potion of resist frost. Because you're not very likely to find any enemies that do frost damage to you. They're so few and far in between that I can see no reason to not just use your resist frost out here in the wilderness. We're still taking a little bit of a hit to our stamina, but it's not that bad. Oh, the temperature shifted? Is it getting colder? Bro. This reminds me of whenever I made my first character, that linguist bard. Her name was Kirstia. and I couldn't travel anywhere without my stamina just getting completely depleted. So this is, I don't know. We'll see how much of my IRL time I'm willing to waste managing this stuff. Okay, enemies are preventing our travel. What do we got here? Okay, well, it's a little bit of meat, sure. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that we would pull over and use our campfire once in a while. I was about to freak out because our camping equipment shows that it's battered, but we do have a second one. Oh, damn it. If I wouldn't misclick so often and deploy and then pack up and deploy and pack up, then make it last a bit longer, but whatever. Cold is seeping into our bones still. You know, we need some fur garments here. That's part of what's messing me up. It'd be good to have like fur armor, stuff like that. Oh well. Part of having such limited time for playing video games is I feel like I'm really rushing on making my decisions. Let's eat some meat. There we go. Like I have destination fever, that thing that I warn people about all the time. Don't have this, don't have that. It's like I've become a victim of my destination fever because of how little time I have for video games, and I want to successfully complete the game with Bogard, and so I've been kind of chomping at the bit whenever I play to like zoom across the main quest as fast as possible. I don't know if that's the right approach to have, but you know, we are at such a point with Bogard. He's like level 18 with over 300 HP, and he's now a master of hand-to-hand after bruising his knuckles on the bones of ancient liches. What I mean to say is it's kind of hard for the enemies in the game to challenge him right now. And so maybe I have a little less excitement from the player perspective, just because, like, what could possibly pose a threat to Bogard right now? Well, the answer to that, Fire Daedra, Daedra Seducers, and Daedra Lords. Let's see, we can spend some time hunting. Did I get it? I was scared that I was gonna drop dead and I didn't read. I don't think I got it. Okay. Yeah, it gave me a pop-up to hunt, but I think I didn't get it. I was scared that that in the time it took to hunt, I was gonna freeze to death or something like that. Okay, we found a fortress. Let's dismount Goldhard Mountain top and go talk to some people here. Okay, we pacified a thief. Really not wanting to get struck by any of these things, because like such a waste of a potion of purification to cure poison inflicted by an optional combat with a thief, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and help our buddy out here. Okay, he got overwhelmed. Can't join him, beat him, am I right? Okay. Let's see if they had any loot worth taking. Okay. Garnet. We did... Oh, and a bracelet. We did liquidate quite a few of our assets, so... Oh, and an apple. That's good. So the more loot we gather up here, the less robbing... Oh, and a moldy raw fish. Great. Yeah, we're looting some pretty good stuff here. The more looting we do here, the less likely it is for us to need to loot later. Or what I mean to say is, like, we won't have to go to Wayrest and start kicking in doors. Oh goodness, there's 3 of them right here. Yeah, pacified one of them. That should distract these guys enough for me to finish them. Alright. Beautiful. Is this my thumbnail? Oops, I accidentally displayed this little old school retro frame at the bottom. That's not even in the retro frame, that's just how the game looked. There we go. It's Shift F10, not F10. Yeah, this seems like it could be a thumbnail. Let me see if I can position this guy correctly. Maybe pick up the loot pile. Ooh, leather fur pants. Just what the climate ordered. Okay, that's fine to me. I hope I can remember to get this for the thumbnail. I never do. Every time I'm like, oh, that's a thumbnail, I never, like, find it because I'm so lazy in editing. Okay, let's see if we have a safe way to descend. Where's the front of the tower? Okay, Huh. Maybe I'll make camp up here with our buddy, just to get our stamina back. Oh, we should also cook this moldy fish. Rest. Oh, dude, that means that we're gonna be... Okay, I'm just gonna put the campfire and we'll rest through the night here. What time is it? 6 p.m. Yeah, we're gonna rest for 12 hours. Climates and calories ain't gonna like that, I feel like. It's gonna think I'm oversleeping, but you know, I just want some daylight. Yeah, I stifle a yawn. I overslept. Yeah, part of why it was so difficult to find time to stream is that once I see that it's like 9 p.m., I'm like, oh, I can't stream for 1 or 2 hours. Like, I want 2 hours of uninterrupted time. And that's really hard to come by for me. Especially because, like, I've been setting my bedtime as 10 p.m. kind of strictly. Yeah, follow me, buddy. Yo, the thief joins our party. No kidding. What's your name? What is your name? Aw, man. This is like that old issue I had with Kirsty of needing to name somebody. Let me look at my ticket queue. And, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Gibloa. That works. Let's go, Gibloa. Hey, don't freeze to death. Maybe... What's the way that we work this out in our headcanon? I have a horse and Gibloa does not. Does that mean that he goes behind us? Are you gonna ride on the horse, or is that too unmanly for our character here? Squad of orcs trying to ambush us. Stick close to me, okay, Gibloa? Really don't feel like fighting them. What's the thief even gonna do for us in Direnni Tower? You know, he's just gonna get his butt kicked. But that is his problem, isn't it? Oh, I can see the coast in the distance. That is so cool. Yeah, look at that. It makes you feel like you're in some place in like Greenland or something like that. It's a huge, beautiful open island, but the coast is right there, covered in like brine and frost. There's a lot of cool adventure oh, dude, we're still so far. Dang. Okay, quick save. Let's go. There's a lot of cool adventure stories. See a figure headed your way. You there, I must speak with you. My name is Sir Sabas. I'm a traveling knight looking for the greatest warriors of the land. You see, I've fought my entire life, and with every battle I wanted to die a warrior's death. Some might see it as a blessing to live another day, but I rather go out in battle than to die of old age in some cottage. The only thing I have left is my love for battle. I'll get straight to the point. I would like to duel you to the death. You seem to be a capable warrior yourself. Please, may you give me this chance to die with honor. Okay, this is the archetype of Umbra from Morrowind, Oblivion, and perhaps Skyrim. I never fought him in that game. Yeah, let's do it. I don't see why not. Okay. May our duel be legendary, he says. I'm gonna need our thief to stay out of this, although we are kind of a scoundrel, so... Is that you, buddy? Yeah, this is him. Gabloa, please. This is my duel. Fails to... He's fighting the thief. Dude, that thief's not gonna give you a good fight. Come on. Let me see what you got. I want to picture that like I'm catching his hammer mid-throw and then driving my like knee into his sternum. I wonder what this guy is statted like. Is he just like a generic knight, or does he have special... Because he doesn't seem to be touching my HP pool much. Granted, it is like a pretty hefty HP pool, but still. He's doing pretty well for a generic enemy. Or is he a generic enemy? I don't know. As you strike them down, the knight takes their final breath. With a smile, they pass into the afterlife. Okay, nothing special. There's no Umbra armor on this guy or anything like that. That's pretty cute. I like it. Alright, let's hit it. Okay, we're just gonna speed up the overland travel and hope to not drop through the map. Let's see, you spot a flock of birds settling down between the rocks. Do you want to fight? Okay, you pick up 2 dead birds. Spend time preparing them. Good, good, good. Oh, it says my food is getting a bit ripe. Don't do this to me. Okay, it was the moldy apple. It was the moldy apple. I do need to eat the smelly cooked fish, so that's good. I thought that because of the weird, like, sometimes you can accelerate time in such a way that it seems like your food goes bad immediately. I don't think that's what happened here. So our campfire here is, its status is useless, so I think it's gonna break after a couple more uses, or perhaps it's done already. Maybe I should just ditch it. I think maybe it shouldn't be usable right now, so we're just gonna ditch it. And we're gonna quick save in case we fall through the map and hit it again. Mountains out here are crazy. I don't know if there's a way between these. These mountains are large enough that they look like a, you know, the Daggerfall version of the path that leads from Riverwood to Riften. You know what I mean? You have to go through like that windy passage. It's like a very narrow crevice, like a very intense valley. Okay. Okay. Come on now. I didn't mean to climb up the mountain this far. We're gonna have to go around the mountain manually. Anyway, like I was saying, it's hard to find time to, actually, let me not continue here. So I want to chop this part out. Oh, we gotta protect the thief from the bears. Come on. I'm the one you want. You know, it's actually not that inconvenient to... Oh, look at all this raw meat. It's not super inconvenient to stop and rest and restore our stamina all the time if we're fighting monsters and like cooking them and stuff like that. Okay, they're gonna cook. It seems like we have just a little bit of daylight left, so we're gonna push it. How's our cross hardy? Okay, we're being slowed down by all the stuff we're carrying, it looks like, but we still have 89 speed. That's not too bad. Let's see how far we can make it. It's getting dark. Okay, group of minotaurs, but our stamina is still pretty good. It seems like we're pretty high up, though. Are we okay? Well, easy come, easy go, huh? I chose to run past all the enemies, but he fell off the horse, and I guess I didn't notice in time to save him, so such is life. I'm glad I did not give him any items to hold on to. I was thinking like maybe he could hold on to some bear meat, but not really even a worthy steward of that. Whoa. Somebody's casting some spells at me in the night. It's kind of helpful. It's like a light source for us. Okay, we're just gonna call it here. Set up a campfire in the mountain pass here. And let's see what time it is. 7. Okay, let's rest for 11 hours. I wish I could, oh dude, it's a vampire. That would suck, come on. A spell effect detonated, did it kill me? I mean, was that sleep or, I don't think it was. Okay. Oh, that's kind of scary. It's scary from a resource depletion perspective. Like, I didn't want to have to use a teleport whenever we hadn't even gotten to the dungeon yet. Okay. Eat a little meat and continue going along the perilous mountain passage here. It's doing the thing. Oh man. It's like we're at a really weird angle and it's hard for me to control the camera. Or are we just floating? I'm gonna quick save in case I just start falling for some, because I think the game's confused about my location. Oh, dude, what a bummer. Okay. So it goes. Just have to bite the bullet and travel. Oh, dude, all our food. No. Whatever. Alright, back at it, y'all. So, if we have any luck whatsoever, we got here in time for the dungeon to have not reset itself. I think I have persistent dungeons, on either a 15 or 30-day clock. So ideally, we just go in there, we find a trail of dead bodies that leads us to Direnni's tower, or to her chamber, I should say. I have a feeling that we're not going to be that lucky, but we're going to see. Hey, look at that. Sweet. Yeah, there's the corpse of the Daedra Seducer. Run past the vampire. There's the first door. There's the second door. I think it's the third door that we're looking for on this opposite spiral staircase. Yep. Here's our path downward. Yeah, we need to go this way. Is our map saved? Our map is saved. What a fantastic turn of events. Okay, so it looks like we need to descend. Is that correct? Okay, there it is. Yeah, we need to get down. Okay, now we go straight across, right? Yeah, we go straight across. Is this a hidden door? Oh, there it goes. Look, he's not climbing it. What's going on, Bogard? I thought the player could climb this kind of steep slope here. But I guess we'll climb up the wall. Gonna look like that bit from Emperor's New Groove, where the llama and the man are back to back climbing up the chute. That's I can't remember their names even. The llama and the man, classic storytelling there. Which way do we go from here? Do we just explore until we find it? Oh wait, no, it's right here. I remember it being, yeah, it's one of these hallways, and this one has the corpse, so my instinct tells me this is it. Yep, there's the banner. This is about to be one of the quickest, oh wait. I don't even have to touch the levers, it's still unlocked. Dude, does that mean the Lich is still dead? This is about to be like the quickest Direnni Tower run ever. I may not even like speed up through it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, okay. What's up, lady? We're back. You have succeeded in a most dangerous enterprise, Bogard, but many more such trials await you. By bringing the horn to me, you have helped me to lift the curse the Queen Dowager placed on my tower. I hope I can count on you for further aid. For now, take this boots as your reward. Okay, these boots look more like sandals, but I will take them. Okay, what now? I think we have to wait a while. Let's pet the cat. Okay, so now she doesn't talk to us. You might be wondering what the heck is up. We'll get a vision from her, I think in about 30 days, so it's time for us to just go back the way we came and go on about our adventuring way. I'm tempted to go teleport out of here, but I don't want to have to buy another horse. So that's pretty much it. Also, it'll be useful to keep my anchor where it is for whenever that time comes in 30 days. You know, we could just immediately come back and go back to it. Yeah, but isn't this like such a rude, like, from a development perspective, what the hell, guys? Like, you want us to brave this dungeon like 2 or 3 times, and this time it seems almost just like completely unnecessary. Like, we could just as easily have gotten the next quest. I suppose there's nothing stopping me from going into my menu and resting for 24 hours, 30 times or whatever, but yeah, it just seems like a wacky thing. It's kind of like in Morrowind, whenever Caius Cosades will tell you, oh, you're not ready yet, go get some level ups. I feel like that's what the developers are trying to intend, but they don't telegraph that to you at all. They just, you know, Medora just tells you thank you and then you're on your way, pal. So, it's a little obtuse to say the least. I hope I can remember that this video is a good point of reference for navigating Direnni Tower, because that was beautiful. There were no enemies to stop me, you know, easy. Come and go so easily there. Because of the enemy respawn thing, though, it seems like... If I wait the full 30 days before coming back, all the enemies will be here again. Should I just stay in the Isle of Balfiera and find stuff to do? I might just do that. Okay, I I combed through my completed quest log to figure out what we need to do next. I believe the play is to go to Daggerfall. I'm just gonna do some traveling. We're gonna travel reckless. Oh no, I'm not well and may not survive. What the hell? What happened, bro? We get hit by rodents or vampires that diseased us. Health? I am healthy, it says. I don't believe that. Let's take cure disease and try again. Okay, we got it. Climbing skill has improved. I wonder what that means. Climbing is at 96, guys. Man, that's so cool. I was kind of hoping that we would get climbing to 100 before hand-to-hand, because if I remember correctly, you can't have 2 master level skills. Correct me if I'm wrong, I very well could be. But that's how I remember it, and how cool would it have been? Oh well. It's very practical that our pugilist... I'm really unsure about how to pronounce that. That our hand-to-hand would be at 100 anyway, so... Maybe whenever we make the acrobat or something like that, we'll get climbing and jumping up higher than the combat skills. But for now, let's go ahead and sail to Castle Daggerfall. We're gonna go by ship, and we're going to encourage them to go quickly. But then we might show up here at night. That's probably 100% gonna happen. Yeah. It's okay. The ghost is gonna want vengeance. It's okay. We're just gonna climb over the rooftop. We're gonna leave Goldhard Mountaintop out here. Yeah. Yep. All going according to plan, Stan. And we don't even have many chores to do. We could get some more resist frost potions to make it easier to survive in the winter. Maybe getting a leather jerkin or whatever, a cuirass would be a good idea. Peacock pie. That's what I ate. That's an interesting dish there. Seems like a very majestic kind of animal to go put into a pie, but whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna take a minute to enjoy this beautiful song before heading out. I wish I could walk more slowly than this, but I don't think I can. I would need a controller. It's like our speed kind of pushes us along pretty quickly. Okay. Get some pastries, I guess. Do you have coffee? It'd be great if you had some coffee. Man, no coffee here. Alright, herbal tea will do it. Oh yeah, I actually switched to herbal tea instead of coffee, my morning routine. Do we have any? Yeah, we have sugar lumps. I just felt that my my caffeine addiction was a little... It had too strong of a grip on me, and I could feel myself getting high every time I... basically getting high every time I had it. So I wanted to pump the brakes on that a bit. But days like today, this is the day before... The day I'm recording this is the day before Orthodox Christians like myself start the Nativity Fast. So I wanted to have like a lot of food and drink that I'd normally like a lot that I won't be having for 40 days. So I went to the office after my commute. I had like 1.5 cups of black coffee with a chocolate old-fashioned donut to dunk into it, I should say. And I swear, I actually felt like pretty high up there at work. Just like the energy level that it creates in me is very palpable, and it made my mood very good. But I don't want, like, that's the idea. Is like I don't want my good mood to rely on a substance, which is why I stopped drinking coffee to begin with. So I went from like 3 cups of black coffee a day to 1 cup of either black tea or green tea, because I need a little bit of caffeine to keep the migraines away. But I see that as an improvement, if nothing else. Okay, that's Sindasa. We don't need to go talk to Sindasa. Took our invisibility potions. We need to go talk to this lady. Minisera. Hello, Bogard Masterton. I have heard much about you. Now you have come to me with a very interesting tale of deception. So Sindasa the maid says that Abukai opened a letter from the Emperor addressed to me. I can tell you, Bogard, that she never delivered such a letter to me. I would like you to investigate this further, Bogard Masterton. It could be dangerous to poke into the affairs of Abukai without endangering Gothrid. Enraging Gothrid, even though he is my own son. Are you willing? Well, of course. Good. I have long had my suspicions about Abukai's loyalty to the Emperor. She's a daughter of the late King Cameron, who ruled Hammerfell from his citadel in Sentinel. My husband, King Lysandus, Kinnereth rest his soul, died at Cringane, as did King Cameron. Lysandus' body was not recovered, so he has a monument erected there rather than his true tomb. My mind wanders. The Emperor uses Gondiweir Buckingsley as his messenger in Daggerfall. He could be anywhere in the region delivering missives. However, Gondiweir Buckingsley is a member of the Knights of the Dragon. Go to the Buckington residence in Riplech and ask for Bedouir Greenheart. He may know where to find Gondiweir Buckingsley. Try to find out why a letter addressed to me was delivered to Abukai. Okay. I had a feeling that we had already done this quest, but I didn't see it in my completed quest log, so here we are. I'm glad I went to go check in. So I think I'm giving up on the hope that we will get back to Direnni Tower before the dungeon resets. Because if I were to act on that right now, like I could in theory sail back and probably get to it in time. That just seems a little too much like Bogard would be metagaming some. Like, we have more pressing matters here. We're just going to focus on getting to, what you call it, Riplech, I think. Okay. Just want to make sure I got the name right. Okay, Riplech. Okay. And, you know, maybe it's time to do some more questing, because, surely our reputation has fallen some, but, you know, I don't know how sidetracked I want to get by this. I really do want to, like, progress in the main quest as much as possible for the same reasons of destination fever that I mentioned earlier. Maybe I should try to fight that impulse and savor our time with Bogard instead of rushing headlong to the end. Yeah, so for now we will... Yeah, we'll cruise on over to the market district here. We're gonna go stop by our usual haunts, like the alchemists, try to see if we can get some regular potions of healing, and things like that. Maybe we can get a fur shirt to keep us warm during the winter. How many potions of levitation do we have, in fact? We only have 3 levitation. I think it's time to start collecting potions of levitation. Like, it's still gonna be a while before we're at a... we're so low on money, though. It's still going to be a while before we are needing all the potions of levitation that we can find and all that, but basically, in the final dungeon of the main quest, we're going to get to a point where, like, there's like X amount of levitation potions that you actually need to complete the main, the final dungeon, but I'm worried that I won't... how do you say it? I'm worried that I won't act precisely enough to get it all done with the amount of potions I bring, and thus I want to have an excess of potions of levitation. So now is a good time to start building up that excess. There we go. I articulated the words I meant to say. Hell yeah. Okay, pawnbrokers next. Okay, I was worried that we were running low on resources, but I believe that we have a couple of, like, holy tomes and stuff like that we can pawn off. Yeah, holy tome, reckless, promontory by... What is that? I wonder if we can look at that painting. I'm gonna hold off on selling that for a second. A couple books, some jewelry that we picked up from the thieves that we beat up. Okay, and just like that, we got 4,000 gold in the bank. That's good. Yeah, things we're saving up for include adamantium or ebony gauntlets that we can get forged. And it would be cool to have a ship. I just don't see us having that amount of hard cash before the game is completed. Yeah, so we can't actually use these paintings. The fact that it had a title made me think that maybe there was something to see there. Is there anything I should buy from this person? Okay. Nope, nope. Okay, potion of levitation, purification. Oh, you know, we have so many purifications, but can we have too many with the level of paranoia that we must exert for this kind of character? I really don't know. There's a regular potion of healing. Very humble, very cute, and regal almost. Okay, the Royal Smith. Perhaps the Royal Smith will have a fur shirt that I can wear to get us through the cold season here. Hey man, I just need something to protect me from the cold. You got something like that? You did not. You have the opposite of that. You have heavy armor that will make me shiver in the cold. No thank you. Maybe I should have taken off my gauntlets whenever we were going through the cold, but it just feels like Bogard doesn't want to have to do that. Okay, not much luck so far. Oh dude, adamantium claymore. That looks awesome. That's not for us, but just like the sprite makes me think that it looks awesome. Ebony gauntlets. Oh, they're here to buy. 29,000. Okay. We might have to find a way to be able to afford that. But how? We have this orcish right pauldron, and we have some magical items. That's not gonna cut it. You know, I really could just return at night and kick the door down and get this, but that doesn't feel right. If I can buy it, I think I should. Aw, man. He has the ebony gauntlets. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that we have any choice but to come back at nighttime. But I think sometimes the inventory changes overnight. What if I try to sell my mithril? Yeah, that's not gonna cut it either. Aw, man. Are we about to get a loan? It doesn't seem like the very Bogard thing to do, to live in service of the bank. But I want the ebony gauntlets pretty bad. What's a guy to do? I guess a guy is to go to the Mages Guild, identify all the magical items that we have, go to a pawnbroker and sell all of it, and then see if we've made the cut. That's what a guy is to do. Okay. This is the identification closet, I think. Okay, Iron Will, Fortitude, Lightning. Okay, only the mark in the boots have not been identified yet. Let's see what we've got. Mark of Fortitude, Boots of the Orc Lord. Oh, dude. I can't sell those. I bet that boosts my orcish skill a lot, right? Okay, let's take a look. Miscellaneous, our orcish right now is at 10%. Whenever we put on the Boots of the Orc Lord, though, 10%. Okay, it's not doing what I expected it to do. What does it do then? I see some modified attribute up there. Okay, the guy at the Mages Guild specified that the Boots of the Orc Lord, they give you improved strength. It's like a cast on hold bonus to strength. Unfortunately, that does not increase your strength over 100, so they are of no use to us. Fortunately, that means that we can sell it without missing it much, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell every magical item we have, including if we have like some straps of Notorgo or something like that, the magical item that increases our speed. We'll go ahead and liquidate that asset also, and yeah. We really want those ebony gauntlets, and we don't have negative reputation in Daggerfall. I'd like to keep it like that. Like, we're fine, right? Yeah, we're a common citizen here. It's in Wayrest where we are absolute brigands, and it's in Wayrest that we will stay brigands. Like, I don't want my reputation to be terrible everywhere, at least while we still have the main quest ongoing. Okay, there's our fur shirt, fur boots, goofy fur helmet. Sure, sign me up. That should keep us warm. Very lucky, very good shops we've run into today. Okay, here's the pawnbrokers. I don't know if they're going to have the optimal price for us, but I'm still going to just, for the sake of convenience, drop it off here. And if we don't have enough after that, I think I might regrettably go use a bank loan or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of all our stuffs. Good luck, Iron Will, Fortitude, Lightning, Fortitude, Orc Lord. Yeah, this is nowhere near cutting it. Man. Maybe we're just not ready for, Ebony. Ah, dude. This is such a tough choice. Ah, shit, dude. Yeah, we're just gonna... We're gonna delay it a bit longer. We already sold the Orcish... Yeah. It's a bummer, but I don't think that we're ready for it. Like, I don't want to use a bank. It goes against Bogard's principles. We don't want to use the bank. So we're going to stick with the gauntlets we have and hope that we can get an adamantium gauntlet upgrade soon, and then an ebony gauntlet upgrade after that. Or if we're robbing shops in Wayrest and we find some ebony gauntlets, then, you know, by all means, do that. Do we have a Thieves Guild that we could check out? Yeah, there's a Thieves Guild to the south, and it looks like the Fighters Guild is right here. Let's see if they demote me. He did not give me a message about demotion. Got a little job for you that might be interested in. Seems there's some loop, what you call your basic werewolf, wereboar, or some kind of werebeastie that's been bothering some farmers in the area. And we need somebody to kill it. It'll be 594 gold in your pocket. Does that sound interesting to you? Yeah, I don't see why not. Great. You'll find the loop over in the Nest of Analoth. We need the poor brute dead in 20 days, so you better be on your way, kid. Alright. I don't know if we'll get... You know, it's like the whole dungeon dive thing. It's a huge dungeon dive for 600 gold pieces. I don't know how into it I am, but we are going to check it out. We will burn a couple of potions of seeking to try to expedite things. And we do have a bit of a duty to our guilds after all, so... Oh, I'm drinking from the water skin a lot, probably because I'm too... Yeah, I should dress lighter. I overcorrected here, and should still dress lighter. Okay. Yeah, at least the Thieves Guilds, by default, will not send you into any dungeons, so we'll go check that out and see what kind of quests we can get from them. We might be able to get some training done, too. Will they teach me in climbing? I bet they're going to tell me that they don't have anyone like, strong enough to teach us something about climbing. They're going to say, oh, you can teach me a thing or two. Har, har, har. Let's go check on that first before getting the quest, and then we can head out. It's weird. I kind of saw sprites from outside. Okay, can you train me in climbing, buddy? Oh, 3,000. Okay, yeah, he's training up to level 65. We're way past his expertise. Here's the fence. I should have sold my items here. I bet I would have gotten better prices. Okay. We have had our eye on you, Bogard. Never mind who we are. You're an up-and-coming in this guild. Coming member of this guild. If you were to do a special job for us for no pay, we might look favorably on you in the future. What do you say? This feels like we're being manipulated, but if it means that we get more reputation points than usual, I'm into it. Okay, your assignment is very simple. The King of Ipshead has recently bought a bracer of decent enough workmanship that we're interested in taking a closer look. You're going to have precisely 11 days to find a way into the palace, abscond with said bauble, and be back here. Not impossible for a true member of the Thieves Guild, so what are you waiting for, Bogard? Off with you. Okay. So it seems like we need to go to Ipshead. Then we need to go check out that nest, or maybe find out about the messenger first. I don't know. Let's see where Ipshead is. Get our bearings there. No, it keeps offering me to go to Direnni Tower. Like, bro, give me a few. Ipshead is pretty far to the east. Okay. What about the nest of whatever? The nest of... Oh, dude, we have... This is like my completionist brain's worst nightmare. All of our three main, like all of our three quests are pointed in separate directions. That's kind of irksome. We can't do the whole, we cannot comfortably do the whole, you know, spread out and consolidate our travels thing. So, we're just gonna go out and get some food and water from the tavern here. Drinks, ale, yeah, okay. I should refill my water skin, so. You know, I think we're just going to do a little bit of fast traveling to start this off. Yeah, the Noble's Jewelry is in Ipshead, so we're gonna start off just by fast traveling to Ipshead. Forgive me. Let's actually travel, if this is Ipshead, let's travel to Coppersmith Hall, or actually, this old place outside of it. Let's go recklessly. And we will travel from here. It says our stomach is, okay, our rations keep us from starving. How's our temperature? Okay, we're good. Okay, we're gonna camp out on our way to Ipshead. I better slow down. I haven't quick saved in a while. Hey, you look like you can carry a purse. Maybe you could toss a few coins my way. Maybe about 500 gold. It'd be quite dangerous if you tried and fight back, maybe even deadly. What do you say? Do we attempt to fool the highwaymen? Hell no. Where are you, buddy? Alright. They did not know who they're messing with. I need to, like, find the time and the willpower to insert the Rikishi theme from Ashita no Joe whenever I'm fist fighting someone once in a while. It'd be really cinematic. That takes way more effort than what I'm accustomed to, so I don't think it'll ever happen, but that's such a cool theme. Okay, so we've arrived at Ipshead. It's 11 a.m. and we're robbing a palace. It would be better to do that at night, I guess, but I heard that there was a thief who's, like, in real life, who was known to break into houses in midday because people are less on guard for thievery and things like that whenever the sun's out. So maybe we'll use this to our advantage. Or is that just being lazy? We'll see. Gonna park Goldhard Mountaintop outside of the gate here. That was the Archaeologists Guild here. That was a fun, really fun custom guild to join up with. Maybe a future character will have the pleasure of doing that. Okay, this seems to be the palace. Let's go ahead and make our way in here. Ah, yes. How could I forget about Cliffworm's beautiful revamping of these palace areas? Fantastic. We're just going to do some small talk with the person up here and make it seem like we are like we have some business here. Hey, where am I? You're in the Palace of Ipshead. Alright, you got any news for me? Don't spread around, but Antiphalos and Spellsmiths of Kinnereth are working together. I'll keep that in mind. That's a cute little sprite of a house. It looks like a house from Coral or Shadenhall or something. We're looking for a bracelet, aren't we? Noble's Jewelry. King's New Bracer. Oh, this is how we walk more slowly. I forgot. You just go into sneak mode. Sorry for those in the comment section who already went down there and told me, hey, you can walk slower by going into sneak mode. Alright, I forgot how to play Daggerfall. That's all. Oh, dude, we got bogeys on our tail. Yeah, that's okay. I don't even really want to kill them. Yes, I do. I'm Bogard. What am I talking about? Oh, dude, the guard's on my side. Sweet. Perhaps some oversight with the villager immersion guard mechanic is them showing up to rescue you whenever you're being a thief. Okay, this must be the piece. Okay. We got it. So much for our dreams of having a decent reputation in Daggerfall, right? Our reputation with the Thieves Guild comes first. And, we're not really a master thief. I think our sneak skill is okay. But really, it's like, I'm gonna take your things and you can try to keep me from it, but, as that guy said whenever he was defending the cannon and, you know, near one of Texas's revolutions, come and take it. I hate to sound like one of the alt-right people that you hear so much about, but I was reading this book I have about Texas history to kind of learn more about my ancestry, if at all possible. I basically had the goal of figuring out where perhaps some of my ancestors were before they got on the boat to come to the Americas. I have not been successful so far, but it has been a fun read. It's called Texas Heritage, the book is. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight back to Daggerfall since we have this quest item. And it was really interesting reading about how much a cannon, the possession of a cannon, determines the outcome of a battle. And there's one story, I'm gonna forget all the names because I guess I didn't pay much attention, but basically some of the Anglos who were trying to stake their claim in the Texan frontier, they had acquired a cannon somehow, and to keep it safe, they buried the cannon. And so whenever the time came for them to make use of it, they would try to unbury the cannon to use it. And it's like this thing is such a coveted item that you have to keep it secret at all costs by burying it, I suppose. That was a pretty cool detail to me. It's like whoever has the cannon has, you know, such good chances in the war. It makes perfect sense. But I don't know, just something significant about that to me. It really stood out as awesome. It's like in Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, how that evil empire that Uma, you know, the princess of which Uma Thurman voices in the English dub, they have this super massive weapon that's this like this dumb living creature that fires hyper beams on everyone. It's like that same idea, but it seems kind of more mundane because it's a cannon, but this is just like, you know, fire and rock that's gonna kill you and tear your arms off you if you're in its path. It's pretty badass, like in a very terrifying way, you know, but it's still pretty badass. Okay, here you go, bud. Hey kid, if you start hearing us call you bandit, it's cause of your promotion. Seems like the guildmaster don't think you're a total slob. Hell yeah, dude. We got promoted to bandit. That's so fitting. Let's look at our affiliations. Yeah, we went up like 10 points for that. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Next we need to go to our contact. And once again, forgive me for all the traveling here, but I'm just gonna fast travel to Riplek. You'll see why it's important to do this part now, Riplek. We're going to do the thing again where we're going to go to a nearby area. I just really love the kind of cinematic effect that creates. Travel cautiously this time. Some giants have begun raiding the farm, and you know, man, good luck to you. That sucks. Really, it's a bad day to be a farmer. I don't know if I've ranted about this before, but as a white man in Texas, I have no idea what my heritage is on a national, like, or an ethnic level. Obviously, I'm an American. Obviously, I'm a Texan. What does that mean, though? Like, I've always refuted these all of my life. Been kind of annoyed at the inheritance that I have, and so I would like to know more about the cultures that I came from. And so my wife and I did a DNA test, and I basically pinned down that, or the DNA test pinned down that my ancestry is composed of British, Irish, German, French, and Swiss influence. What am I supposed to make out of that? Like, that's like 5 different cultures. I guess there's some overlap between like the whole Swiss and German thing, but I'm no closer to understanding what my ancestors' life was like, I feel like, although, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. I've been able to trace one ancestor, like my paternal grandfather's maternal great-grandfather back to a town in southeast France. And like that's the only one that I've been able to trace down to a place besides the United States. Okay, focusing for a second. We're going to meet this person in Riplek. Bedouir Greenheart of Riplek. I bet it's going to be in a residence somewhere. Is there anybody I can chat with? Okay, let's go to the Bitter Ferry. They're not going to give me very good directions, but that's okay. Okay, let's use our blunt tone. Let's talk about people. Where's Bedouir? Southeast. Okay, thank you. Okay, here's somebody who can give me more clear directions. By the Archdruid, as if I know. Ask somebody else, fine. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of people that can say, like, oh, I'm from this country, like, and I'm sure a lot of people there don't really, with that position, don't really care about it too much, but I don't know. As this sort of European mutt, I feel like I'm sort of robbed of an ethnic identity. There's our boy chilling inside of a wagon inside of a house. Classic Daggerfall Unity stuff. Get out of here. I'm not trying to talk to you anymore. I am Bedouir Greenheart. I would not normally tell anyone who is not a Knight of the Dragon where to find Gondawir Buckingsley. However, I am loyal to Queen Minisera. I also know that Gondawir Buckingsley disemboweled the last person that tried to ambush him. In 38 days, he is to arrive at Palace Merchester or Mercester again. Okay, try him there. 38 days. Is that... Okay. 38 days left. Okay, this... Thankfully, my quest log gives me a very precise time frame. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay, let's get our sugar lumps on. And I think this will be a fine time to start doing some overland travel now that we have 38 days to burn. So let's aim at... oh, actually, let's go get some food. And then we'll start traveling to that place that has the werewolves. I'm talking to the wrong dude. Gotta go to the barkeep. The nest. Oh, let's find out where we're going, actually. Oh, sorry. Mercester. It's clear to pronounce Mercester, but Merchester sounds so much better. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be kind of far away from where our dungeon is, but that's okay. We're going to find... the nest. The nest of... Yep, Analoth. Let's go to it. Oh man, I'm always paranoid that I haven't quick saved recently. Okay. Man, it has been forever since I've gone out climbing, but the appeal of leaving my house on a hostile group of foes and drafted the travel. Of leaving my house and going running Saturday morning is so strong that I can't do something like make myself go climbing at a further location. So that's just what we've been doing. Last Saturday I went to the state park in my area where there's a large lake at the top of a hill, and that's basically what we have to work with. 2 bodies here, no food between the 2 of them though. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, and there are some trails that, in a very clear-cut manner, surround the state park there. Yeah, our stomach rumbles, that's gonna suck. Maybe we should pull over and get some food. Yeah, where's a nearby village that we can stop by? Yeah, I guess we can start traveling by the road again. Yeah, so I went to go do some trail running, which I don't get to do often enough, I feel like. And as usual, I pushed myself too far, and instead of going the same, I remember running like 3 or 4 miles with a lot of uphill involved. Like the uphill portion on like it's called like Fossil Trail or something like that. Oh, Fossil Ridge. It's so steep and rocky at points that I just had to like slow down to a walk and start climbing with my hands and feet. Interestingly enough, I could see the like horseshoe crab fossils that were down there. It's pretty sweet. And after doing Fossil Ridge and going up and down hill repeatedly, I eventually got to a point where I could just like go back straight to the parking lot or to like the road that would take me by a clear and obvious path back to my car. But I was like, you know what? I'm still feeling good. I can keep running. And so I kept running, because, you know, that's what you do whenever you still feel well enough to keep running. And I got so turned around eventually, like, instead of having a very clear-cut path in one direction about where you're supposed to go, it ended up getting very windy. And, man, I got past the point of wanting to leave and just did not know my way back. Obviously I could have pulled out my phone and, you know, used GPS or something like that. And if I were a smart man, which I am far from, I would have just grabbed the trail map, but I left that in my car thinking, oh, I'm just going around the parking lot or near the roads anyway. It's not a big deal. I won't do anything like stupid and reckless by like going off book and traveling on my own. But what do you know? Stupid and reckless seems to be exactly my modus operandi. So I kept going until I got to these more difficult trails. I guess you don't get much more difficult than Fossil Ridge, where you're going up these staggering angles, but they were... a group of trolls are out here. I don't think I care to fight them. Oh, we're right outside of a village. Gothport. Yeah, but they were... Instead of going through one linear path for these trails, it was a kind of trail that was very vaguely demarcated into a very winding serpentine cluster of paths, and I didn't know which of the paths would lead back to the entrance. I got so like flustered trying to find my way back and so frustrated. And what's really disappointing is I got very near to the entrance at one point, but I did not see the trailhead marker that says like, oh, go this way to the exit. So I just kept going to this new path that I forget the name of it, but they're marked by different colors, and so I was like, whatever, I'll just go this way and hopefully it'll lead back. And you know, it didn't lead back. Whatever. Something funny though is like I ran past somebody's weighted jacket or weighted vest that they left on the ground, so it seems like I was not the only runner in anguish out there who had bitten off more than they could chew. Go ahead and rest here. Grilled hare, ale. It's 3 p.m. I don't think we're in substantial danger, so we're just gonna rest until we're healed. And even though it's dark out, we'll just keep going. Yeah, I was conflicted whenever I found that weighted vest, though, because I really, really wanted it. But, you know, it's not mine, so I shouldn't take it at all anyway. But I was thinking, you know, maybe I could go and return it to the front, the people at the front. You have to check in and, like, pay an entrance fee at the state park. So I was like, you know, maybe if I could go return that, whoever ditched it here would come back for it. But would somebody even know to go check at the front office for a lost and found sort of thing? Did they ditch their weighted vest with the intention of never returning to it? I simply don't know. But this has created a little side quest in my mind of like, I really want to go back to the state park and see if that weighted vest is still there. And I could return it to the front and then see if it's there in 3 weeks and claim it otherwise. But I think it's more likely that I would just return it and, you know, pat myself on the back. It would be really cool to have a weighted vest, but if it's not mine, then I shouldn't have it. That's not the same mentality that Bogard has, but it's like I'm doing my penance for whenever I was a kleptomaniac in my younger days. Oh, is this a dungeon? No, this is a campfire. I don't really know if I want to... Okay, they're shooting me. We have to go fight them. The cool thing about being over-leveled and not really having any challenges is just that... Oh, cool. Okay, thief sneers at me. Not impressed by my rogue. Yeah, the cool thing about being over-leveled is that I don't have to fear these mobs. They're just like a cool thing to do in my downtime. Yeah, look at the mosh pit here. It's awesome. Okay. Maybe we rest at their spot here. Got a little bit of food for me, that's good. Yeah, so I don't have a weighted... Oh, a magical wand, that'll be a good sell. I don't have a weighted vest, but I have started using like a backpack for pull-ups and push-ups to add a bit of difficulty to it. And I was very surprised by how much a 10-pound dumbbell can change the game whenever you're doing push-ups and pull-ups. The push-ups aren't that different, but I used to do 10 reps for push-ups and pull-ups, and whenever I started putting on a backpack with a 10-pound weight, I had to go down to 8 reps, and those are a hard 8 reps. So very humbling to have to deal with that. It's kind of like a weighted vest, but that's a different challenge than wearing a weighted vest when running. Alright, we got our skills up some. That's cool. Cold morning air. Feels good. You know, the weather in Texas has finally started to cool off some. Not a ton. Still like gets in the 70s during the day, perhaps a bit hotter. But it's another figure heading our way. Are you another warrior that wants a good death? Why, if it isn't yada yada, I've been looking for you, Bogard Masterson, was it? I've been hired by the Fighters Guild to find you. What for? It doesn't matter. Why would somebody from the Fighters Guild be coming after me? I think he's mistaken or she's mistaken, so I'm just gonna run away. I hope it gets sorted out. Or maybe this is somebody hired by the Fighters Guild in Wayrest, and they don't know that I'm, you know, one of their ilk. Yeah, I have not... Oh, I was talking about cold weather in Texas. So, whenever I was a kid, my family used to rent... we'd call it the deer lease. It's like a little... You sign up to be able to go hunt deer at a wooded location, usually. And people would bring their campers out, and you'd stay there for maybe a weekend or a week around the week of Thanksgiving or afterward. And I was never much of a hunter. I kind of regret this about myself, but I also don't know how to change that about myself. I never liked the idea of taking life, at least from cute mammals or even fish. Where am I? I'm right here. Let's go down the southern road. Yeah, I've never been into killing mammals and things like that, even though I eat them all the time, so point out the hypocrisy there if you'd like, and I'd agree with you. But I really loved going to the deer lease. It was a time for our family to be together, and okay, there's no road to travel by there. Let's just do things the old-fashioned way. Nest of... Okay. It's a time for the family to be together. We'd spend a lot of time outdoors, and you know, it's a lot of very fond memories out there in the woods with this community of people who all come out annually with their camper trailers. And there's like a bunkhouse is what we'd call it, a little... Man, getting so many encounters. A bunkhouse where people would meet up and we'd have like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a community. It's pretty sweet, and they'd have like pictures all over the wall of the bunkhouse of the previous generations who would hunt there. And whenever I met my wife, I found out that her family did the same thing too, so I guess this is just a thing in, you know, the South. Maybe in other areas also. But it's something that we have not done since my early adolescence. And it's like, I don't even want to hunt, so why would I want to do it? But I do miss the outdoor retreat that would happen in the autumn. And I'd like to find a way to do that with Hudson, even if it's not to hunt. My father-in-law says that to rent a deer lease is exceedingly expensive, and it's not what it used to be, so I don't think we'll do it to that capacity. But just to have like a specific geographic location where we go to camp every year for a weekend or a couple weeks, like, I don't know what the time scale would be, but there's something special about spending a bunch of time outdoors in the winter that is very hard to replicate. Fills me with an intense nostalgia, but nostalgia is it's kind of a dangerous emotion that I don't like to give much credence to these days. Nostalgia makes you not like the present, and the present is the moment that lasts like for an infinity practically, because you're never not in the present. So the present is what we should look forward to and cherish. And it's like foolishness to want anything else, really. So I try to fight the impulse to be nostalgic, even though I do think fondly of those times, and I look forward to times whenever we do get to have those outdoorsy autumnal retreats. A few episodes ago, which was like several months IRL, I was talking about how much I want to go camping. That hasn't changed. I still have not camped yet, and I still would like to go camping. I never pull the trigger on this thing, man. I don't have enough like determination to set aside time for it. My duties at the house and my daily tasks keep me busy enough. We're gonna make camp here in the night, I guess, by this little shrine. You know, this place, the nest of something, it rings a bell. I believe we went here with Kirstia. Growing quite weary of the overland travel, so we're gonna fast travel a bit closer. So speaking of the cozy autumnal retreats, do y'all ever watch that show Joe Pera Talks With You? I really like I like every episode basically, but I very much like the episode about the fall drive, where Joe Pera talks about this ritual he has where he goes to bury a pumpkin every year because he wants to send its soul off in a way that respects it. It's really, that episode and the scenery in it is really beautiful. Something about his work is really strange to me because he's like a quirky stand-up comedian, but whenever he's doing visual media like, you know, Joe Pera Talks With You, he combines the elements of like this quirky humor with I don't know how to describe it, something that we all seem to yearn for a bit, which is just like comfort and pleasing aesthetics. Okay, yes, I remember this place. It has all the spiders in it. Yeah, we're gonna leave him locked up in there. Why am I trying to break it down? Okay, close him up, close him up, close him up. Okay. I'm just gonna mark all the spider doors. Spiders, yep. Spiders. Yep, there's a spider door right there. Couple of spider door. Oh. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. It's interesting that we're coming back to this dungeon with different characters in an Ironman playthrough, or two separate Ironman playthroughs in the same playlist. How about we just go ahead and use a potion of seeking? We have them in abundance. It says southeast lower. Doot. Okay, let's see if we can point ourselves southeast. This is southeast. Okay, well now we're going higher. Will it drop back down? Okay, there's a spider. Here's a lever. Let's go ahead and hit it. Hit the lever. Hopefully I can realize if I refer back to that the hit there is in past tense. Okay, we're not getting any further pings on our, okay, west lower it says. No kidding. So so this says southeast lower and this says west lower, and they're very close to one another. So it's like our item, our werewolf or loop is like right here in this strip somewhere below us. Hey, there's a way to get down. Yeah, let's just jump into the crevice. Why not? With all the spiders. Seems safe, seems rational. Save versus spell made. Who's casting spells? Is it just the spiders? This paralysis spell? Oh, look. This is gonna be another very quick dungeon romp. Okay, yep. Alright, it was that easy, y'all. What? It's crazy how quick our dungeon crawls have been in this episode. Okay, I think we came this way. Got too many spiders on our tail to check the map. Okay, we gotta... Yeah, we went up here. Came from up here. It's, compare... You've already dealt with the well... Okay, yes. It's our Potion of Seeking giving us an update. Compare this dungeon romp with the time that Kirstia came here as like a low-level non-combat character. Is such a stark difference. Okay. Really not even gonna bother to fight most of these spiders. Okay, we need to go to our left. Bush League. I wonder what was going on with my life whenever I was recording the episode that we came here with Kirstia, you know? Okay. Let's travel cautiously, and we'll still have plenty of time to spare before our messenger gets to their town. Wow, okay. We have like 32 days left on this quest, so with all the time that we've been killing, we have barely scratched the surface on the time that is to be killed. Okay, we're going to the Fighters Guild. Let's go up here. I guess that just means that we're doing more questing for our guilds, right? No real reason not to. Perhaps Bogard is feeling some nostalgia for Sentinel and Coegria, those two areas where we spent a lot of time previously. I don't know if he'll actually go to different regions right now, but Daggerfall is a huge region, so we're gonna get some quests that could just send us all over the place. Whereas in Coegria, it was much more tame. Could travel overland without feeling like it was a real chore. Ooh, wrong button. Yep. We're still a common citizen in the eyes of Daggerfall, even after butchering the Thieves Guild job, so that's pretty sweet. Okay, good job. Enjoy the gold. I will, thank you. Okay, wouldn't give this job to just anyone, but I know that you're good for it. It's a pack of giants that want killing. Okay, pay is pretty standard. Okay, so they're in the ruins of King House Grange. It says there are 6 of them, and he ain't gonna pay unless all 6 are stiffed in 16 days. All right, you got it, bro. And we're gonna do some rinse and repeat stuff by going down to our Thieves Guild here and getting another quest. Maybe the locations of these quest targets will line up a bit more congruously with where we're trying to go. You know, we weren't able to get climbing training earlier, but that's no reason to not get training in a different skill. What would be most practical? Probably dodging. Can you train me in dodging, bud? Okay, sweet. Yeah, we want to avoid getting hit by the melee attacks of liches and stuff like that, so dodging is still very practical even though we have a high HP pool. Bogard, a simple game, an item in a house that needs lifting. Are you up for it? That's the spirit. As I said, nothing complicated about this job. A client wants to get a hold of a certain antique ivory piece which currently resides in the Hartford residence here in Daggerfall. You have 2 days to bring it back to me with a finder's fee of 1,300. That's pretty slick. So let's find where the Hartford residence is. What time is it? It's 4 p.m. Okay. This guy looks like a guard. I probably shouldn't talk to him about where I'm going to go rob. This lady looks like a sorceress. Maybe you can... Hey, Valona, can you tell me about a regional? No, it's general, right? Yeah, I think we're looking for the Hartford. Northwest of here, she marked it. Champ. Okay, it's by the Mage's Guild. Pretty sweet. Let's go over here to the Rusty Harpy. Then we'll go carry out our job once it's a bit darker. And just like IRL, it'll get dark around 6 p.m. because, you know, daylight savings time is still a thing in where I live. So we'll just rest like 2 hours. Loiter 2 hours. Okay. This will be nice. Running around the city at night. Do I have a candle? Yeah. Oh yeah, I love going by candlelight. We'll see how many rooftops we can jump across without touching the ground. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, we're just gonna do our best. Oh wait. Oh dude, I could have landed on the street sign. That's some like really you know, big brain tactics for my little mini game of trying to get across. Okay. We have a pretty straight path up here. Sometimes I really want to replay Thief and Thief 2. Maybe I'll do that for the channel someday, but I think after finishing Daggerfall, I might move on to a non-Elder Scrolls title. I'm just not sure what yet. You know, I have not played Tearing Saga for the second time, and if I play it for the second time, I will have already completed it blind once, and I'll feel better about using a guide to make good choices and to like recruit all the characters and things like that. So I'd kind of like to play Tearing Saga. Okay, we got the ivory that we need. It's so off-brand for my profile picture that we have not played Tearing Saga yet, so... and I just miss playing games like that sometimes. Okay, so second rooftop, third, fourth, fifth. We're going the wrong direction, though. Oh, dude, how could I forget about the Vengeance Ghost? I'm just over here picking daisies, practically. I forgot that, fun fact, I think a lot of people associate the Vengeance Ghost and assume it's like King Lysandas himself, but I think some of the dialogue tells you that it's an undead army commanded by King Lysandas, so it's not necessarily the man himself, but, you know, I guess his fallen soldiers and stuff like that. Yeah, Tearing Saga is a beautiful game, but, like, I'm intimidated by the idea of playing it as, like, a Let's Play on the channel because it's just so daunting. The game is huge, man. And, like, I'm playing Daggerfall until my character dies, you know? Maybe I'll complete the game. Maybe my character will just die, you know? But with TRS, Tearing Saga, I would really want to see it through. I don't know where this snarling is coming from. It's kind of creepy. Okay, we're 1 point away from being at probably our next promotion here. Let's get another quest. They want me to do another of the same quest. Give me another one. Jewelry heist in the works. Want in on it? Standard guild pay of 1400. So we're going to the Yeoming residence in Copperton Manor. Find the wand and get it back here. Keep an eye open. There's supposed to be some sort of guardian. Okay. And I think we're carrying so much stuff that we're being over encumbered. So that kind of annoying. We just have so many potions and I don't want to get rid of them. Oh, we have a lot of rations. I can get rid of those. Let's drop 5 and see how we do after that. Still over encumbered. We also have a lot of gold. What is up with this lycanthrope? Like, you're not... I don't understand. Yeah, where'd the werewolf come from, guys? In the city gates, you know? You're not part of the undead horde, are you? Yo, that rest was excellent. That's pretty cool. Okay. I got some snowfall. It's cool. Okay, let's take a look. We are going to Copperton Manor and the ruins of King House Grange, all while ultimately heading toward Merchester in 31 days travel. So, or we need to be there in about a month. Okay, Copperton Manor. Dude, way out west. Okay, nope, not yet. Copperton Manor. And the other one is the ruins of King House Grange. And that one's out east. Okay. Let me make sure that we're on our horse. We are. We're just gonna do some fast traveling here. Copperton. Actually, let's go to Aldingmark first. We're gonna travel by inns. Okay, we're right here next to it, so we'll just... And I can't tell you how tempting it is to oh, dude, I accidentally fast traveled instead of doing the cool thing. Okay. I can't tell you how tempting it is to just, like, accelerate the time a bit and, you know, fast travel repeatedly around the region to expedite this part of the arc, but we're fighting the destination fever with all of our might here. Because some of this questing can get a bit tedious. Although, that's because I chose to join the Thieves Guild, so there you have it. What are we looking for again? We're looking for the Yeoming residence. This guy does not want to help me. I think it'll be less tedious to go into a dungeon. Hey, can you put me in the right direction? Okay, no, thank you. Not getting much help from the locals here. Here we are. Just found it the hard way. Might have to knock some brood on his butt if they try to, you know, get in the way here. Whatever guardian they were talking about. Okay, it's probably going to be in this closet. Okay, I was not prepared for the reality where the item I'm looking for was not in that closet. I don't really know if I'm still on planet Earth, really. This is the Yeoming residence, right? Yeoming residence, okay. What's up the wand? I swear it's supposed to be right here. That's just... Huh. Okay, well... That's that, you know? It can't be there, I guess. Oh, here it goes. Alright, we got it. Alright, we got that over snow track playing for us to go beat up these giants. Gotta love it. Oh, there's some bears attacking the town. Good luck with that, guards. I really should quick save. Oh yeah, and I 1000% should have dropped off our quest. That sucks. Stupid me. That's what I get having Destination Fever, is like I should have returned the Thieves Guild quest before coming out to the dungeon. Since we're like passing by it and stuff like that, but maybe we'll just burn a Potion of Seeking and we'll be able to get through the dungeon pretty quickly. I'm interested to see what we'll find here though. Is it going to be just giants, or are giants going to be the odd mob out here? Whoa. We enter into an office area. This light is on, so somebody's been hiding out here. This could be our boys already. I think we have to kill 6. Oh, these are ogres. Good old Oblivion ogres. Man. Took them down in just like 2 punches. That's so cool. Yeah, this is a cool tough guy dungeon right here with all these nothing but fist fighters and pugilists going for it. Oh, and some rats, I suppose. The ogre's got to eat something to live. Okay, no sense trying to find our way through there. Here's a giant. Are you one of our dudes, or are you just a giant? I wonder if the quest targets are supposed to be clumped together, or if they are scattered throughout the dungeon. I think that Daggerfall's quests would clump them together just the way it works, but it would be more interesting if they were scattered throughout. Yeah, it seems this is our 3rd one in a short span. Maybe we got lucky and they're just all gathered by the entrance here. I can't believe these giants, they seem so much tougher than the ogres. Those ogres are so intimidating, at least in Oblivion. I used to have a dream of having a fist-fighting character in Oblivion who was strong enough that, you know, using no magic at all, they would fist-fight the ogres, but I don't think I ever got a brawler up that high in level. Alright. Successful lockpick is cool. Don't see that too often. There's an ogre. Just gonna knock him on his butt out here. Take his teeth out of his mouth. Okay, we're gonna keep exploring this area, assuming that they are grouped sort of in a centralized way. Clumped together, I should say. It reminds me of Mr. Douglas, the biology teacher that was at my community college that I went to. You talk about the population dispersion of certain species and how some of them are dispersed this way and some are dispersed that way and some are clumped. And he talks about, he asked the classroom, what do you think you as the students are? And me and my buddy, we were just mischievous little kids in college, at junior college, right? So we were both really, really stoned. We'd get high right before the class. And actually had to use a potion here. It's not what I was expecting. And so whenever he'd say the words, "You're clumped," we just lost it for some reason. I feel so bad for this guy. We probably made him feel super self-conscious and uncomfortable the amount that we laughed at him. And he didn't deserve that. He was a good guy. And there's nothing he really did that would spark that kind of reaction. We were just a couple of stoners, you know? So we thought everything was funny. He just happened to be the only person that we got to pay attention to at that time. So yeah, sorry about that, Mr. Douglas. He seemed to really look up to Charles Darwin, and I say that because he had like a hat that would cover his, like a little golf cap that would cover his, I'm assuming, balding head, and he had a big bushy beard. It's like he really looked up to those like 1800s, those 19th century scientists so much that he has to dress like them. I remember one time, me and my buddy, oh, smash you flat. I must have found the quest target. We were getting ready for a lab. One of the lab days, and at the beginning of class, Mr. Douglas like accidentally dropped his papers, and so he bends down and picks them up. But my buddy is so enamored by the scene of Mr. Douglas dropping his papers that he starts to draw, because my buddy's a really talented artist. He starts to draw the scene of Mr. Douglas dropping his papers, and while Mr. Douglas is coming around distributing the papers, I'm sure he saw the image of him dropping the papers on my buddy's sheet. It's like, dang, dude. We probably did not help this guy much. I really feel bad about it these days. This is a magically held lock? Dude, I don't hear any giant sounds, so I'm assuming that's not going to be much to our detriment, but it's a cool rest area. Let's take a rest. Enemies. Dude found out that I had killed his comrades. He's coming to get revenge. Yeah, another benefit of, dude, more enemies nearby. Yeah, these giants are spawning everywhere. Yeah, another benefit of being ridiculously overleveled is that, these are kind of chill excursions, you know? I'm not super paranoid. Perhaps I should be, and perhaps this is just my hubris, but yeah, it's nice to just unwind and right-click some. My goodness, I think they're gonna keep spawning every hour. This is a little ridiculous. I'm sure I've killed 6 by now, but not the 6 quest targets, so I don't know how that's gonna work. If there are 6 specific ones in the dungeon, or if I need to go back and, you know, find the others. Okay, let's turn back. If that's gonna be how it's gonna be, though, I should stop sprinting around, because I'll drain my stamina too fast. Just use our regular potion of healing here. Okay. That's unfortunate being this over encumbered, but I don't really know much to drop. I wonder. Oh, I accidentally double clicked and used 2 potions instead of 1. That's a silly blunder. Are you gonna point us in the right direction, potion? I don't think we've gone this way yet. Ah! It's like they're finding me, because I was just here and I didn't... It's odd behavior. I don't think it's actually happening like that, but, you know, with how they're spawning on me whenever I rest, it doesn't seem too far off that they could spawn on me while I'm awake. Okay. It says nothing. So, okay, the potions of seeking, I just burned 2 of them, are doing nothing for me, so that's nice to know. I'm sure it's because we have multiple targets. You know what's kind of frustrating is the ogres and the giants have the same sound effect. So I'll like navigate based on just the sound effect that I'm hearing and end up at an ogre. Just like, that's not what the guild wants. Ended up burning a potion of stamina to be able to navigate a bit more safely here. I think I hear somebody back behind this door. In about 5 minutes, I will have punched this door down. So stay tuned, folks. I can see my monitor shaking because yeah. Okay, dang it, it's an ogre. Yeah, I was wiggling the mouse too vigorously there. Hey, I wanted to give you an update about my running. All right, I've become less motivated to explore my town fully because that is taking me to some seedy parts of town, and it takes a long time to get to the new areas that I haven't unlocked and things like that. I'll probably return to it soon, but I found a couple of aesthetic runs to go on that take me by a creek and some trails around a creek where I get to see all the turtles jumping off of their platforms and stuff like that, diving into the creek. It's really sweet. So I've been doing that. It's about a 5-mile loop, which is a lot of fun. Okay, damn it, I broke the lock there. But I've been trying to get my mile time beneath beneath 7 minutes. My previous mile time was like 7 minutes and 11 seconds. I tried it again the other day, and I experimented with stepping on my, what we'd call like the middle of the foot, rather than stepping on my heel, which I think is intuitive for people that have done a lot of running in their lives, but I hadn't really found a way to make it feel comfortable for me. The secret sauce was leaning further forward. And by leaning further forward than I normally would, it just became intuitive for me to land on the middle of my foot. And then, here we are back at where I fought these guys previously. Then it felt more natural for me to... Yeah, for me to strike with the middle of the foot. Yeah, sorry, getting sidetracked by... Hey, all the giants are dead. We did it, y'all. Okay, cool. We can go back to resting peacefully. I wonder if I can find the rest area again. Yeah, here it is. We were very close to it. There are still enemies nearby, though. What the... Okay, we have to get out of here so we can rest peacefully. Stifling a yawn for hours, I feel like. Anyway, I'm belaboring the point too much. I timed a mile yesterday while doing the thing where I lean forward further and strike with the middle of the foot. And my time was like 6 minutes and 45 seconds. So it was pretty huge for me to go from, 7:11 to 6:45. It's almost a 30-second increase on my mile time. It felt fantastic too. I could kind of tell I was going faster, but I was scared I was going to burn out faster. So finding the right way to create an interval, to run in intervals was very interesting. Okay. Today's my rest day. It's the day where I commute to my office, and so don't want to spread myself too thin on days like this. And it's a slow enough day at work where after my lunch break I can continue recording here and there. I'll have to go pick up Hudson soon, but I think that we've recorded quite a bit today. That's such a cool office area once again. Okay. I don't know how much of this I'll have to cut out because I'm just like wandering aimlessly and silently through dungeons and stuff like that, but still, it's fun to get back at it. I still wish I could do some more streaming, but man, it's a very tall order to find 2 hours uninterrupted that don't impact with my restfulness. Like, I could stream at night if I wanted to just... Oh, look. Let me finish that thought. I could stream at night if I was okay with it impeding my restfulness, but that's just not how I want to be. Yeah, I got caught off guard because we had an icon of somebody in our left screen there. I think that was Medora Direnni, though. She gives us a vision that says, okay, your vision hazes and the world grows dim. Out of the gray, a woman's face appears. Medora. Bogard, your efforts to free me have not been in vain. I have discovered a powder that will soothe the ghost of my beloved Lysandus. However, it is in the hands of Gortwog, warlord of the Orcs, in his steel citadel of Orsinium. Go to him in Orsinium and see if there is anything that you can do to persuade him to give it to you. Bring the powder to me in Direnni Tower once you have it, and then the vision clears. Sometimes you wish sorceresses would just send letters like other folks do. Okay, I'm glad I didn't go with the plan of checking up on the dungeon once in a while to keep it renewed, because we didn't even need to go there. So, okay. Is her face gonna stay there? Like, that's gonna be a little bit distracting, whatever. Okay, we have some quests to turn in, so let's do that. Okay, we made it back to the Thieves Guild without missing the deadline. So here's our guild fee. We're even further encumbered. It's kind of a hassle to get paid these days. Let's take a look at our... Yeah, our reputation's 64. Can you give me a promotion, buddy? I think we've been promoted too recently to get another promotion, so... let's get some training, though. That'll alleviate some gold from our, from our pockets. Train me in dodging, bud. Thank you. Yeah, what's our dodging at? 59, pretty sweet. You know, should we just get another Thieves Guild quest? Okay, we'll get the Thieves Guild quest closer to Mercester. You can kind of use that as a base of operations, because this is a bad time to miss a deadline. You don't want to miss this guy. Yeah, so after this, we'll travel to Mercester and do the rest of our operations from there. You can't help but wonder, though. It's like, am I going to find... If I were to get a quest here, would it send me to a place that's on the way to Merchester? I guess that's the risk we have to take. I should look at my my notes and see if there's a dungeon between us that I could hit up on our way. That'd be a good way to pass the time. Ah, dang it. Always get here too early and have to loiter. By the miss. Them giants didn't know it hit them, did they, Bogard? Here's your 672 gold as promised. Thank you, sir. Still have 9 potions of purification. 4 potions of healing. Okay. Okay, no promotion forthcoming. Whatever, buddy. Alright, y'all, we did a lot of questing. We made it through Direnni Tower for the 2nd time, and now we're just biding our time until we get to meet up with our contact over in Merchester. So, Bogard Masterton's going to hit the road and start traveling overland again, but I think this is going to be a good time to put a pin in our session. And, yeah, hopefully I will see you all again soon, either in another VOD like this or in a spontaneous stream, where we can play some Morrowind or some other stuff from my Steam library. Stay safe, enjoy the cozy autumnal weather, and I'll see you all next time.